Lawyers in a case involving the Hyde School are arguing over errors made in some of the court filings and whether those errors change the merits of the case. The case was initially filed this summer on behalf of lead plaintiff Jessica Fuller, who alleges the school has been covering up forced child labor, trafficking, and exploitation. Fuller's lawyers requested the case be accepted as a class action, alleging there are dozens of other students with the same claims.
Well, the court has not yet ruled on that, but defense attorneys for Hyde have filed a motion to dismiss. And when Fuller's attorneys responded to that motion, some mistakes were made. Our Pearl Small joining us live in the studio tonight with the update. Hi, Pearl.
Hey, Brian and Bailey. So the school is being accused of breaking laws which bar trafficking and forced labor. Attorneys behind the motion to dismiss say those laws were not intended to be used in this way to prevent, quote, chores performed as part of an educational program. In Fuller's response, her attorneys explain why they believe the laws do apply and accuse the defense of minimizing the claims as chores and ignoring the commercial and coercive nature of the labor, which they allege involved food and water deprivation, physical restraint, isolation, and psychological manipulation. But in that motion, there were some past cases mentioned and laws that were cited incorrectly.
In a court filing stating they have not been able to locate two of the cases the plaintiffs cited, attorneys for the Hyde School, Martha Gaithwaite and Sarah Grossnickel, accuse Jessica Fuller's attorney, Kelly Guagenti, of mischaracterizing or possibly citing cases that don't exist. They also allege some laws were misquoted, including Maine's Title V statute that defines a human trafficking offense. The number and gravity of the misquotations, misattributions, and other inaccuracies in her brief is astonishing, the attorneys state. In her response, Guagenti filed a notice of error, completely disputed the claim that they invented case law, and provided proof the cases do exist, but that they were cited incorrectly due to clerical errors. The filing also refers to the misquotations in the law as efforts to paraphrase that were accidentally represented as direct quotes. Following the errors, the local counsel, John Steed, brought on to sponsor Guagenti, who is based in Massachusetts, dropped out of the case. Hyde's attorneys also filed a response to her corrections, saying the errors must not be overlooked and reveal a, quote, lack of appreciation for the standard of practice in the District of Maine. In response, Guagenti told me the errors were procedural and do not speak to the merits of the case. She says regardless, if the allegations Jessica Fuller is making are true, they constitute a human trafficking offense under Maine law. Before the case filing, we spoke to Fuller directly.
No, I felt like I was alone for the longest. Like, it wasn't, like, no one went through this. It was just me. There was like a whole community of survivors who were like, where have you been? We've been waiting for you.
Fuller is one of more than a dozen students we've heard from who are making similar accusations. However, after the case was filed, we also heard from several other students who reached out in an effort to defend the school.
I have a huge respect for it. It really turned me into a hard worker. It's no secret that it's a very controversial school and program. That's no secret at all. But what I'm hearing now and what I'm reading in this lawsuit is basically somebody complaining about what for the rest of us is the normal program there.
I also reached out to members of the family that founded the school, the Gauld family, but they said they are unable to comment right now due to legal restrictions. As for the case, we expect to learn more when the judge rules on the motion to dismiss, but there's no word yet on when that will happen. Brian and Bailey.
All right, Pearl Small in the studio. Thank you, Pearl.